Hey everybody, welcome to this video. I'm Minx Laura 123 and this is going to be a spooky Halloween themed book haul video. So basically I'm going to be showing you some books that I think are perfect for Halloween, and some of the books I've read and some of the books I haven't read yet. So yeah, hopefully you'll enjoy this video. If you do, please click like, please comment and please subscribe to my channel. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is just pop on my glasses, and here's the first book that I want to show you. It is by Stephanie Perkins and it's called There's Someone Inside Your House. Loving the front cover, by the way. But yeah, this was an amazing book. I'd seen a lot of people review this and it was kind of like 50-50. Some people loved it, some people hated it. It's very different than the other books she's done, like Anna and the French Kiss, things like that. They were more kind of sweet and girly and romantic. And then you've got something like this, which is definitely not sweet and romantic. So I'll read the back of it to you. It says, "Love hurts. McKinney Young thought she'd left her dark past behind her in Hawaii. Settling in with her grandmother in landlocked Nebraska, she's found new friends and has even started to fall for mysterious outsider Ollie Larson. But her past isn't far behind, and then one by one the students of Osborne High begin to die in a series of gruesome murders, each with increasingly grotesque flair. And as the terror grows closer and her feelings for Ollie intensify, she's forced to confront her own dark secrets." So yeah, really recommend this book. It was so good, like literally I loved it. So yeah, very scary and spooky, a bit kind of gruesome, a bit gory, but yeah, really good, really well wrote, and I loved it so much. So I definitely recommend this. Stephanie Perkins, There's Someone Inside Your House. Okay, right, so this is awesome. Guess what I found when I was in the charity shops the other day? I love going in charity shops, or as you call them in America, thrift shops. I always look for the books in charity shops. You can find some like awesome books secondhand, you know. And I found these. Look at these. I'm going to show you. Look. Oh. These are really old school kind of, you know, like Goosebumps kind of thing. Well, these are Shivers book series, and I used to read these and Goosebumps and stuff when I was a little girl. I've always kind of liked scary, spooky stories, like even as a little girl, you know. So yeah, I got these in a charity shop and they were like literally £4 for £1. So that was a bargain. So I've got Shivers, The Curse of the New Kid. Like, these are so small. Look at that. I'll probably read this in like an hour or something. I'm a very fast reader, by the way. So yeah, that would take me about an hour. But look how old and like just cool it is and spooky. So yeah, that's Shivers, The Curse of the New Kid. And also got this one. Look at that cover. Just makes me laugh, I don't know why. So this is the Terrible Terror book. So I got this one, and oh my god, this looks really creepy. This is the one I want to read first out of all this lot, and it's Weirdo Waldo's Wax Museum. Ooh, look at that face. Oh. So yeah, got that one. I always think there's something really freaky about wax museums, like Madame Tussauds actually like terrifies me, seriously. Anyway, the next one I've got is Creepy Clothes. Look at that. So yeah, I think it's really cool. I'm very excited to have got them, especially for like, you know, Halloween. You can't go wrong with like some spooky books like this. Woo. So yeah, literally £1 for all four result. So yeah, got those. And by the way, if you're looking like for books like that, try eBay, Amazon, that kind of thing, for either Shivers or Goosebumps, stuff like that, because you can find them. Some are more rare than others, but you can definitely get them online. Okay, the next book I want to show you is my childhood favourite. I love this book. I don't even know if anyone's like ever heard of this book, but I literally was obsessed with this book. So it's called It's Too Frightening for Me by Shirley Hughes, and I've got a little secret here. I was very naughty. See the library sticker on it. Basically, this book was in my school library, okay, at junior school. This is so terrible. I feel like it's confessions time. But I love this book so much, and I might have just forgotten to take it back to the school library. Yeah, so this kind of has stayed with me for many years and never returned to the school. But to be fair, the school did close down that I got it from, so what can you do? So it's now mine. I've looked after it for all these years. It ain't going nowhere. So yeah, Shirley Hughes, Too Frightening for Me. I used to read this literally, honestly, I'm not even just saying this to sound really weird. I used to read this every single day for a while. I was obsessed with it. And it's got all little pictures in it as well, and it's about this like spooky house, and I'll read the back to you, it's probably easier. So it says, the eerie old house gives Jim and Arthur the creeps, but somehow they just can't resist poking around it, even when a mysterious white face appears at the window. A deliciously scary story for brave readers only. It says on it, read alone, first solo reading, ideal for building confidence. I don't know about that, but I literally loved it, and I could still read it now and just enjoy it just as much. Have you got a book from your childhood? It doesn't have to be a scary book, but any book that you're just like, oh, I love it. Do you know what I mean? And you just, yeah. So this is like my favourite scary, spooky child book. Okay, so that's that one. Next up, Zach Bagans. How can we talk about Halloween scary spooky stuff without mentioning this man here? He is of course from Ghost Adventures, which happens to be one of my favourite TV shows ever. So I haven't read this book yet. I've read a few chapters here and there. So it's called I Am Haunted, Living Life Through the Dead. Check out the front cover. He looks pretty hello. But he is one of my celebrity crushes. It's okay, my fiance knows, he's fine about it. But I really like Zach, apart from him being a good looking guy, obviously. He's actually a really cool person. I think he's a nice guy. And he's really serious about, you know, investigating the paranormal. And I think some people kind of mock him and take the piss out of him. But I think that's horrible, because I honestly genuinely believe he's really fascinated by the paranormal. And he goes all out to prove it and get evidence and stuff like that. And on the show, things happen and they're not spooky as he thought they were. He will debunk it, you know. So I think he's a very interesting character. And as I say, I've read a few chapters of it because I only read fiction. I don't read like factual books or kind of autobiographies or anything like that. I just prefer good old-fashioned stories, you know, fiction books. But Nathan got this for me as a present years ago, and it's like literally sat in my bookcase. And now and again I pick it up and I read a few chapters. But I don't know, he's a really cool guy, and I want to definitely get through this book. By the end of the year, it's like one of my book missions to have actually read this book whole. Because I'm very fascinated by him as a character, and he is my celebrity crush. And yeah, it's basically about you know, his investigations and about his life and stuff like that. So I think it's going to be good. And it says, come along for the ride. So yeah, Zach Bagans. Bagans or Baggins? I always say it wrong, I don't know. But there he is. So got that for Halloween. By the way, if you watch any paranormal TV shows, let me know, because I love watching paranormal TV shows. Okay, these two I got from eBay, and I'm literally going to start these, well, the first one, then the second one, on Halloween. Literally, I have planned it, because I'm that much of a nerd, geek, weirdo, that I'm going to start these on Halloween. Literally, I got these ages ago for Halloween. So we have The Summoning, and we've also got Unleashed, and they are both by Hilary Monahan, and creepy covers, especially that one. Look at that one. Oh, the face in the mirror with a candle. So these are based on the Bloody Mary story. You know, when you go up to the mirror and you're like, Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary. I did try it as a child, but she didn't show herself to me, so I don't know. But I just thought these just sound so good, and I'm fascinated by the whole kind of Bloody Mary thing. So I think it is just these two. I don't think there's any more in the series. I think it was just like a duology. So yeah, I'm very excited to read these. The Summoning and Unleashed. So I'll read the back of The Summoning to you. Okay, that's the first one, because I don't want to read the second one before I read that one. Make sure that is number one, actually. Yeah, no, it's fine, it's fine. Okay, right, it says, there is a right way and a wrong way to summon her. Jess had done the research, and success requires precision. A dark room, a mirror, a candle, salt, and 4 teenage girls. Each of them, Jess, Shauna, Kitty and Anna, must link hands, follow the rules, and never let go. A chilling fear spins around the room the first time Jess calls her name. Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary. A ripple of terror follows when a shadowy silhouette emerges from the fog, a spectre trapped behind a mirror. Once is not enough though, at least not for Jess, because Mary is called again and again and again. But when their summoning circle is broken, Bloody Mary slips through the glass with a taste for revenge on her lips. And as the girls struggle to escape Mary's wrath, loyalties are questioned, friendships are torn apart, and lives are forever altered. A haunting trial of clues. Let me start that bit again. I messed that bit up, sorry. A haunting trail, there we go, of clues leads Shauna on a desperate search to uncover the legacy of Mary Worth. What she finds will change everything. But will it be enough to stop Mary and Jess before it is too late? So yeah, I think it sounds really good, and as I say, fascinated by the whole Bloody Mary thing. Let me know if you've tried it, by the way. Like, have you ever done the Bloody Mary thing, looked in the mirror and stuff? As I say, I have, but she didn't want to show herself to me. What can you say? Next up, I got this book ages ago in a charity shop for like 50p or something. It's The Coldest Girl in Cold Town by Holly Black. This cover is really freaky. I don't know why. There's something about that cover that freaks me out. It's that hand. It's just, I don't know. It just really freaks me out. A mind-blowing story of rage, revenge, love and loathing. Cold Town was dangerous. Tana knew a glamorous cage, a prison for the damned, and anyone who wanted to party with them. Tara lives in a world where walled cities called cold towns exist, and in them quarantined monsters and humans mingle in a bloody mix of predator and prey. It's an eternal party shown on TV 24 hours a day. Gorgeous, glamorous, deadly. The problem is, once you pass through Cold Town's gates, you can never leave. But I think this sounds so good, doesn't it? I just don't like that hand. But yeah, no, sounds really, really good. And when I spotted that in the charity shop, I was like, whoa, I need to get that. Whoa. Okay, so I've got a brand new book here that I literally got this week, like a couple of days ago, in Waterstones. And oh my God, can I just say, how beautiful is this book cover? It is just so beautiful. And I don't know if you can see there, the lighting is really crap in this room. I'm so sorry about that. But look, there's like a little keyhole and there's an eye looking through. But then when you open it, look, it's a face. It's really creepy. It's like she's just looking through. So basically, I got this from Waterstones because I was looking on Waterstones' website and just kind of had a look at what was new books out. And this was on like the front page, and I was like, oh, looks an interesting cover. So I checked it out, and it's like a ghosty, spooky story about basically, should I just read it to you? It's easier. Newly married, newly widowed, Elsie is sent to see out her pregnancy at a late husband's crumbling country estate called The Bridge. With her new servants resentful and the local villagers actively hostile, Elsie is only her husband's awkward cousin for company, or so she thinks. For inside her new home is a locked room, and beyond its doors lies a 200-year-old diary hinting at the house's dark past, and a deeply unsettling painted wooden figure, a silent companion that bears a striking resemblance to Elsie herself, which is pretty freaky and creepy and great. So yeah, I really love this book. It looks so good, and the cover of it and just the story sounds great, and I'm really, really excited to read it. When I actually got it in Waterstones, the girl who works there was like, oh, it's supposed to be really good. So yeah, I think when you hear good things about a book, it kind of makes you want to read it all the more. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, this is The Silent Companions by Laura Purcell. There we go. Okay, next up, what do we have? Oh, also got this as well. This is this is one of my little guilty secrets, right? But I'm obsessed with Agatha Raisin books. Okay, I've read every single Agatha Raisin book, and there's lots of them in the series. So she's like kind of, well, she's a detective, but she's not like your kind of old school detective. She's a bit of a wild one. She likes her men, she likes drinking wine. You know, she's not kind of, she wasn't planning on being a detective, but it kind of happened. But anyway, I love her. I think she's a great character, and I've read every book. It's by MC Beaton. She does the series. It did have a TV show as well on Sky One, but I don't know if that's coming back. But anyway, I like the show as well, but the books are far better. So this is the brand new Agatha Raisin book, and it's called The Witch's Tree. Agatha Raisin and The Witch's Tree. Love the front cover with the little cottages, and there's, I don't know if you can see it, there's a little tree there with someone like hanging. So yeah, basically, I won't read it all to you because I don't know how much time I've got. I don't want to like take too much time. Basically, Agatha has to investigate some murders that have gone on, and she has to go to this area where there's like creepy rumours that there's witchcraft going on in this area, and she's like, whatever. But it turns out there is definitely something a bit weird going on, and witchy and spooky. So yeah, she kind of has to figure out what's going on, and also not get killed. Every Agatha Raisin book, she nearly always gets killed. But like, these aren't the coolest of books to admit to liking, like Agatha Raisin series, but I love them, so I don't care if people laugh at me. I love Agatha Raisin books, they're great. So yeah, this is A Witch's Tree. Okay, right, I'm trying to hurry up because like I don't want to bore everyone. Like halfway through, you'll be like falling asleep because you're bored. Right, the next book I've got, really excited to read this one, like really excited. This is called Final Girls, and it's by Riley Sager, or Sager, don't know how you say that. Love the front cover, black and pink and the white colouring. There's a girl like in the forest there running. So yeah, this is all about a serial killer kind of story, and it says, first there were three. The media calls them the Final Girls, Quincy, Sam and Lisa, the infamous group that no one wants to be a part of. So they're the sole survivors of three separate killing sprees, and they are linked by their shared trauma. But then there were two. So when Lisa dies in mysterious circumstances, Sam shows up unannounced on her doorstep, and Quincy must admit that she doesn't really know anything about the other Final Girls. Should she trust them, or can there only ever be one? All Quincy knows is one thing, that she is next. Love the sides of the pages, look, like they're black. I know it's really sad, but I love this kind of look when you get like the white pages with the blacks like colouring at the at the side and stuff. I just love it. I think it looks really spooky and eerie and cool and gothic-y, and yeah. But yeah, I got this on eBay, and it's really cool actually. I paid for the paperback version, but for some reason they sent me the hardback version, which is great because that's what I wanted. So yay. Unless they like put like the description wrong, I don't know, but they sent me a paperback, sent me a hardback, so that's all good. Okay, next up we have this one, which I got from Waterstones, actually for my birthday, at my birthday gift vouchers. This is Anno Dracula, or Anno Dracula. I'm not very good at pronunciations, am I? And this is by Mr. Kim Newman. Pretty cool cover, I like the cover. Yeah, it says, a savage new era has arrived in its 1888, and Queen Victoria has remarried, taking as her new consort the Wallichain Prince, infamously known as Count Dracula. His polluted bloodline spreads through London as its citizens increasingly choose to become vampires. In the grim back streets of Whitechapel, which randomly is where I actually was brought up as a child, but anyway, a killer known as the Silver Knife is cutting down vampire girls. Then there's the eternally young vampire Guinevere and Charles of the Diogenes Club, and they're drawn together as they both hunt the sadistic killer, bringing them ever closer to England's most bloodthirsty ruler yet. It's supposed to be really good. Like, I've heard some really good things about it. I've read a lot of reviews about it. It's supposed to be really good. So yeah. Whew. I do love a bit of Dracula, I have to say. Actually, I should have included that. I've actually got Dracula, and I didn't even think about including it in this video. So go and check out Dracula, Bram Stoker. What else have I got? Oh, I've got this one here. This is Gretchen McNeil 10 teens, 3 days, 1 killer. It's kind of similar to the other one, There's Someone in Your House, but this is set on like an island, and a group of them go away, and basically, yeah, they start to kind of die one by one, and they have to find out who the killer is. So it says, is the killer closer than ever imagined? So is it going to be someone random who's killing them, or you know, is it someone they know? I love these type of books. I don't know what it is, but I just love these type of books. So, and apparently this one, 10, is going to be made into a TV series. So a bit like kind of 13 Reasons Why was, I think. So look out for that. Also, I've got this here, the Mammoth Book of Vampire Romance Stories. So, like short stories, all vampire themed. Nathan got me this like ages ago for Christmas, and there's 25 tales of terror like no other, set in the world of the undead. So I'm really happy about this book, because sometimes you just want a little short story. You don't want a whole book or a series. You just want to sit and read like a little short story. So yeah, and I love vampires. They are fantastic. Yeah, do you see what I did there? Anyway, so yeah, the Mammoth Book of Vampire Romance. Okay, right, we've got a few left. I promise it'll be the end of the video. I never know lengths of video, what people like. Sometimes people like really short videos, other times people like really long videos. I never know if it's not enough or too much, so I just don't want you to get bored, basically. Okay. Next up, we've got this book here, which is The Ghost Hunters, and it's by Neil Spring. I got this in a charity shop, and obviously the title Ghost Hunters did kind of appeal to me, because I kind of fancy myself as a bit of a ghost hunter. My house is haunted, long story, and so, you know, we have done some investigations in the house, EVPs, things like that. So I saw Ghost Hunters. I was like, yeah, don't know what it's about, but it's you know, it's called Ghost Hunters, so it must be alright. Apparently it's about the Borley Rectory, which is one of the most haunted houses in England, and one of the investigators, Harry Price, basically. Should I just read the back? It's easier. 1926 London. My name is Sarah Gray. I knew of Harry Price before I became his trusted assistant. He was notorious, London's greatest ghost hunter. Working alongside Harry meant devoting myself to his work, leaving behind my past, and I trusted him. I knew of Borley Rectory too, before I visited it with Harry, supposedly the most haunted house in England. I knew there was no such thing as phantoms. The many witnesses must be mad or lying. I knew I could visit Borley Rectory without fear, return without harm. These are the things I thought I knew, and I now understand the meaning of terror. So it's kind of like this girl, she's probably like a bit of a skeptic, and she's like, yeah, ghosts don't exist, blah blah blah, and then obviously, you know, she finds out that they do exist, and it can be pretty freaking scary. So I think this sounds really, really good. I'm very, very excited to read this as well. And what else have I got? Oh, I've got The Graces here, by Laurie Eve. Really nice cover. Look at that beautiful cover. So this is like a kind of witchcraft book. I saw another booktuber, and I can't remember who it is, and I feel really bad. But she was saying about this book and how amazing it was, and I was like, oh, I want to check that out. Went on eBay, got it for like £2.50, bargain. So yeah, it's called The Graces. Apparently it was in the BBC Radio 2 book club. Ooh. Everyone said the Graces were witches. I was going to make them mine. Just like everybody else in her small town, River is obsessed with the Graces. And just like everybody else, she's been seduced by their wealth, I can't say this word. Exclusivity. I know the word, I just can't say the word. I don't know, it's weird. Their beauty and their glamour, perhaps even their magic. But unlike everybody else, River knows exactly what she's doing. Doesn't she? So yeah, I love, it's supposed to be mysterious, beautiful and unnerving. I love all things like witchcraft and witches and stuff like that. So okay, by the way, if you're into like witchy kind of stories, check out The Drowning Pool by Sid Moore. It was an amazing book. She's actually a local author from Essex, where I am. So I remember reading her book, and it was amazing. The Drowning Pool, about witches in the area of Leigh-on-Sea in Essex. Oh, brilliant book. So spooky. Okay, also I've got this book here, and this is called The Girl in the Photograph by Kate Reardon. Rich and atmospheric, like Rebecca, this novel casts an enduring spell. The real ghosts are the ones that take up residence in your mind. I've had this ages, literally. It says for fans of Kate Moss, not as in the model, as in like the author. It's a haunting novel about two women separated by decades but entwined by fate. So you've got kind of like sounds of it like two stories happening in one book. Lots of scary, spooky kind of in a house, and I just don't know why I've never read it. I've literally had it for ages and ages. I will get around to reading all my books at some point. They're just waiting. It's fine. So yeah, The Girl in the Photograph looks really spooky. And the last book is The Shining Girls by Lauren Bukes. There we go. She's a bit freaky on the cover. Can you see her? She looks a bit freaky. I don't know why, but I think she looks freaky. Yeah, so I got this in a charity shop as well. It says The Girl Who Wouldn't Die. Kirby's lucky she survived the attack. She is sure there were other victims less fortunate, but the evidence she finds is impossible. Hunting a killer who shouldn't exist. Harper stalks his shining girls through the years and cuts the spark out of them. But what if the one that got away came back for him? So apparently it says here, I'm all over it, triumph, brilliant, you know, when they do the review bit. And then someone's put, keep the lights on. So that kind of makes me think it's going to be scary when you need to keep the lights on when you go to bed, do you know what I mean, after you've read a scary, spooky story. So yeah, The Shining Girls. So there we go. That is the end of the video. Hopefully I've given you some ideas for spooky books for Halloween. I've got some little notes here as well that I jotted down of just some books that I've read. I haven't got any more because I've either given them back to the library or sent them off to my viewers, which is what I do actually with a lot of my books that I read. Some I keep, but like some books I send away to my viewers and stuff. So I haven't got these, but I want to say to check out Say Her Name by James Dawson, who is now Juno Dawson. Love that book. Very similar to the kind of Bloody Mary theme that I was saying with my other books, but yeah, really, really love that. That was amazing. Also check out a series that I loved called Morganville Vampire Series by Rachel Kane. Wow. Like, seriously, wow. Morganville Vampires. I was obsessed with it. I read every single book in that series. And there were so many of them. They were so great as well. Another one, I want to say, actually two, by Alex Bell. Frozen Charlotte. And then the prequel, which is Charlotte Says, about haunted, spooky dolls. They were creepy, them dolls. But really, really good books. And what else have I got? Oh yeah, and also Anna Dressed in Blood by Ken Dare Blake. Loved it. Loved it so much. I could have just reread it again and again. I just really loved it. So yeah, that was Anna Dressed in Blood. Okay, I can breathe now. I'm gonna have a little drink of my Capri Sun. Even the Capri Suns are getting in the kind of Halloween spirit. Look at that. It's pretty cool, isn't it? Anyway, I think it's cool. But that is the end of the video, as I say, so I hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe to my channel and please click like, comment, tell me, you know, what books you recommend for Halloween, or one of your favourite Halloween books. And don't forget to tell me like your childhood book that you loved so much. But yeah, thank you and take care of yourselves. Goodbye from this English bookworm, a very proud bookworm. And yeah, I'll see you soon. Bye.